This episode is brought to you by FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's new series, Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, and go behind the scenes with cast and special guests, featuring Sarah Pigeon, Paul Anthony Kelly, Grace Gummer, and Naomi Watts. FX's Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, wherever you listen to podcasts.
If you've been doing your makeup the same way for what feels like forever, guess what? It's time for a little tweak, and Laura Geller is here to show us exactly what to do. Stay tuned. Today's episode is part of my Road to 70 mini-series, where each month I bring on a trusted expert to help guide me very, very publicly to look and feel my absolute best as I head into my next decade, which will happen in about a year. Before we jump in, I want to invite you to subscribe to my newsletter on Substack. It's called Age Better Cheat Sheet. It's where I share the best takeaways from these episodes, plus the latest research and tools and tips to help all of us age stronger, longer, and better. I'll put the link in the show notes. Now, today is a fun one for sure. And honestly, it's one of those episodes that can change how you feel about makeup and how you look. Because sometimes all it takes is a few simple, smart tips from the right expert to go from, why doesn't this work for me anymore? To, wait, wow, what? I look pretty darn good. My guest is the amazing Laura Geller, founder of Laura Geller Beauty and the longest running star on QVC with more than 25 years on the air. She was also one of my very first guests when I started this podcast almost 4 years ago. So having her back for a Road to 70 episode feels especially meaningful. One quick note before we start, if you want to watch Laura coach me through the steps in real time after you listen to this, head over to my YouTube channel, Barbara Hannah Grufferman, and look for the Age Better playlist. But if you're listening only, don't worry. We describe every step clearly so you can follow along and try it out later. And here's something important. I'm including links to every single product that I used in the show notes. So take a look at the show notes so you can easily find what we're talking about. And if you want to learn more about Laura, and of course you do, and her fabulous line of makeup, visit laurageller.com. Okay, everyone, get ready to age better. Laura, welcome back to Age Better.
Wow, I know. I am so happy to be here. How long has it been?
Can you believe you were here in 2022?
Whoa.
I know.
Wow.
No, it's crazy.
It feels
This
like
show,
yesterday.
it's not quite 4 years, but we're inching our way to 4 years and inching our way actually to 200 episodes, which is to me mind-blowing. Because, you know, when you start things like this, you think, oh, well, I really hope it works out. I really do. I hope people really want to listen to this. And then I've interviewed so many amazing experts in every possible aspect of healthy and positive and wonderful and aging and being pretty. In fact, that was the theme of the episode that you and I did in 2022.
Oh, okay.
The power of pretty.
Pretty.
Because if anybody knows about pretty, it's Laura Geller.
I try.
But listen, I just wanted to tell everyone about how we actually met, because it's been almost 20 years, which is kind of crazy, right? It really is crazy. So when I wrote my first book, as I had just turned 50, is called The Best of Everything After 50, I interviewed you for the whole section about makeup and like, how should I be doing makeup now that I'm in midlife? And so that really kick-started a almost 20 year, maybe 18, 19 years friendship. And you're just wonderful. You've continued to inspire me. I still wear your makeup and I still use your tips that you gave me and all of us back to almost 20 years ago, you know, with a little tweaking here and there.
Maybe a little tweaking in application, but the tips don't change because it's not about trend. It's about the right thing to do all the time, whether it's day, whether it's night, whether you're 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, beyond. It's really, those are the tips that you'll never hear me speak differently about.
Yeah, it's really so important. And today, and this is the part that's kind of a little mind-blowing for me, Laura, is that we just mentioned that we met almost 20 years ago about my first book after I turned 50. Today, you're going to be giving me tips about how to do a really great kind of easy peasy daytime eye makeup. That's why I'm not wearing any eye makeup, everyone. No eye makeup on TV. No, we're not on TV, but you know what I mean.
We should all look like you without eye makeup. My goodness.
Oh, sweet. But that to get me ready for 70. Next year, I'll be 70. That's what's so mind-blowing. It's like, what? I still feel 16.
Me too. Who was it? Carol Burnett was interviewed on a podcast, and she's 92, and they asked her how old she felt. And she said, I feel 11. She literally said, I literally feel like I'm an 11-year-old girl.
That's so funny. And I saw that it's currently airing this week on Amy Poehler's A Good Hang, or
That's
Good
right.
Hang, whatever her podcast is.
What it was. I couldn't remember. Yes, thank you. And so I think everybody listening, watching, I think will feel the same. None of us feel our age.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't. And so that's what's so, to me, so cruel. Like, why do we have to have a number? Because the number doesn't match how we look or feel.
Right. That's right. No, it really, really doesn't. I mean, I know you feel that way. I feel that way. And people that we know in common, none of us feel that way, especially because we take good care of ourselves. And feeling pretty with a little extra makeup, like, I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. That's important to me. And you know, I've told you this many times, many, many, many times. I've told people, I think publicly too, I will not step out of the house to walk my dog if I don't have a little bit of not makeup, but a little lipstick. I mean, I'll go without makeup.
Yeah.
But, kind of, it's rare, but I will not have some color on my lips. That's just me.
No, we talked about this. I also feel very naked without it, like something's really missing. But that's how we feel. And so what I'm doing with you today is all about what you feel, what the person watching and listening is. What is their thing? They may not want to leave the house without blush or eyebrow. So it's not that it's written in stone that you should never leave your house without lipstick. It's your thing, Barbara, and it's my thing. I can't do without lipstick.
Yeah, for sure. And so today I just wanted to tell everyone, and I did say it in the intro, that we're going to be focusing on what you call, and I've always called, your 3 E's. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I've already put on some makeup, and I'm going to show you all what I've done. But before I do, Laura, what are you, in case people out there don't know, what are your 3 E's?
Yeah. So I'm going to explain first why I have that philosophy. And it's because I studied theater and film makeup in my early days of learning makeup. I didn't do that on purpose. I thought it was a makeup course and I was going to learn how to put pink and purple eyeshadow on. But what I wound up learning was the planes of the face and the anatomy of the face. And I learned makeup in a way that I think set me apart from a lot of makeup artists. And I'm grateful for that. And one of the things they taught is if you're doing someone who's going to be on TV or film or in a Broadway show, everything you think about has to be sculpted out. So for eyes, you have to be thinking about shaping an eye, which is eyeliner, the first E. The second E is eyelash, because whether you wear mascara, maybe you love false lashes, whatever it may be, that opens the eye. So the eyeliner is one, eyelash is second, that opens the eye. And eyebrow is the third. That's the third E. And that really frames up the whole eye. So when I teach makeup, and you used to come to my store when I had a store in New York City.
Mm-hmm. A wonderful store on Madison Avenue. And in fact, we held a book launch party for my book at your store. It was so wonderful.
I still remember that day. It was
a
so
great evening. Mm-hmm.
It was, I think if I had the store today, I'd still want to do something like that and invite all our friends to come watch.
So fun.
And so I think that's, it's similar to like cheekbones. Like when you're putting blush on, you should be not just putting on haphazardly, but to think about how it's sculpting out your cheekbone. Or when you're putting on your lipstick, not just going like this quickly just to get a little color, but really putting it on using a lip brush or a lip pencil. So you're sculpting out the shape of your mouth. Everything when you put makeup on should be thinking about sculpting. So 3 E's are eyeliner, eyelash, eyebrow. And then you could do an apostrophe E for a 4th E, and it could be eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow, but that's like really secondary for you in your mind for a daytime look. Am I right?
Absolutely.
But we'll be getting to that. I mean, we're going to go over the eyeshadow too for my daytime look. I have everything right here. But I think before we get started, I did want to tell everyone what's on me right now and what I really do every day. First of all, last episode of because this is part of the Road to 70 mini series that I'm doing. So every month I have a great expert. This month it is you, Laura. Come on and guide me to be my best self as I'm inching my way to 70, which will be next year, really the end of this year. It'll be in December. I'll be turning 70. But anyway, so last month I had Dr. Doris Day, who you know very well.
Yeah.
Also,
she was at the event that you threw at my store. She
absolutely was. And in fact, I interviewed her for, skincare for that same book. And I continue to interview her as well. She's been on the show several times too. She's really wonderful. But anyway, we spoke about, well, what should I be doing now? What are the non-negotiables for your skincare as you are getting older, right? Especially in this age range. And so she's so funny. I mean, of course I put on sunscreen every day, but she said I put it on twice. Do you do that, Laura? Do you know that? No?
I know it's probably the right thing to do.
It's probably the right thing to do.
But I am sort of labeled the lazy girl guy to.
Yeah. But listen, I figured it out how the best way to do it. I figured it out. And this is really good news. Okay. First of all, I love, I'm a lazy girl too. Across the board, I'm a lazy girl. So what I used, and she recommended this years ago, so I just use CeraVe, but it's a daily moisturizer, but it has SPF in it. It used to be 30, but guess what? They've come out with 50. So now I put this on all over neck. She even showed, you got to put it on your neck, go like that.
Even your ears, they say?
Yeah, my ears, the top of my hands and all that. But it's SPF 50 and it's the moisturizer. So I don't use two different things. Got that? Let that soak in, get dressed a little bit, blah, 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 blah. Then I use, how did anybody live before this? Spackle by Laura Geller Beauty.
I honestly did not know you were going to pull that up.
Absolutely. This is the double. This is the second with SPF 30.
Oh my God. So you really covered.
I totally do it. I totally do it. So now I put this on and let it sit. I always like to let those things sit. And I always put it up in an upward motion.
Yeah, cannot hurt.
But this is a brilliant thing that I've been using for years. But when you came out with the SPF 30, Laura,
I know.
Game changer.
I know. And we got the seal of recognition from the skincare.
Yeah, I see that's right over there. It's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
So we're very proud of that.
It's a wonderful thing. And here's the other thing I've been, because I like to play around with makeup, but this is one of those things that I've been using for almost 20 years and just keep going back to it. Sometimes change color, shade. But usually, like in the summer, I'll go a little darker. But of course, it's the Laura Geller Beauty Balanced and Bright. I know most of you out there are probably already using it.
No, I hope so. And if you're not, I hope you will try
look at this.
It's so easy.
This is Fair. That's what I use. And I use it with the little kabuki brush, which I love. So I'm just sharing with you, everyone, what I have on right this minute. So I have on those two SPF, right? And the Spackle SPF. And now I have on, and I find that even those little areas that bother me, I have a little red dot here on my cheek from a biopsy I had done. It goes away with this. It's just the most incredible thing. And then for today, I'm using what I just love this. This is it's like a balm. It's called the Wonder Balm.
Oh, we just came out with that.
And you have several colors, but the one I love most is the one I have on right now. I just feel like it's a natural kind of blush.
Yeah,
blush.
it is.
And it's a rosy color. I think it's called, and here's what it is. It's like I use my finger.
It's rose. Yeah, it's a rose.
I just use my finger. It's creamy, But when I want to get a little more dolled up, I want to just share this. So you recommended this color to me a while ago, Laura, for the balance and brighten, the baked that you use with a brush. This is the pink buttercream. You can see it. So it's kind of really, it's almost gone.
Wait a minute. You're really using that. I see the terracotta tile at the bottom. It's made on terracotta and I can see the terracotta coming through.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Which means exactly I know you use it because
totally use it.
Those dots, it takes forever to get through a baked.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I've had this
for many years and it doesn't go bad, just so you know.
No. And that I use with a brush. Okay. And then on my lips, which is super important. I think you already all heard. This is my new favorite thing because I like quick and easy. I don't sculpt as much maybe as I should. At night I do.
No, but I think if you're going to like a black tie affair or you're going to be in a television movie.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. That's
exactly.
when you take extra time.
Exactly. Know? But for every day, this is so great. It's the jelly balm and it's a simple thing. It gives, like a lot of those balms don't give you the intensity of color that you're really looking for. This really does. And so that's what I have on right now.
That's what
I think it's a great color.
Great on you.
Yep.
The best part of jelly balms, Barbara, is they don't feather or migrate, even when they have more color in them, because I think if anybody's interested why things feather and migrate, it could be the color opacity in a lipstick tube. And so when we made these, it was critical that you could get that color payoff, but that it doesn't feather or migrate.
Yeah, no, it's really wonderful. So you see right now, I mean, this is all I have on. Just a little balance and brighten. I don't even have any there's no concealer on.
Well,
not
you
to
don't
say I don't need it.
You don't need it.
But I don't really have like darkness under my eyes and the like. So this really does work for me. So my face is all set, Laura.
Okay, let's get to those eyes, kiddo.
So now I'm bringing over the products that we're going to be using to make up my eyes. And again,
do you have anything on your eyelid at all?
No.
Okay.
And that's actually a question. Like I did Spackle is a primer that happens to have double duty SPF, which is so great.
I don't recommend that you put Spackle on the eyelid.
That's why I wanted to ask you.
No.
I did not.
No. We actually have something, and we're always out of stock of it. It is Spackle Waterproof Eye Primer. It goes on the lid before you put on shadows, and it has a little bit of like a beige color to it so that it neutralizes any discoloration on the lid before you put on your eye makeup. It also makes the makeup adhere so that and it waterproofs the makeup. But if you don't have that, I just recommend taking and sweeping all over your lid like a very neutral shadow. It could be a light brown. It could be a neutral beige.
Okay.
Just to get a little bit of like even sort of base to your eyelid. And you have this palette, which is called the Tuscan Dreams.
Yes, I do. So we have, that's so funny. We have the same thing.
Yeah,
it's called Tuscan. It's the best of the best series, Tuscan Dreams. I love Tuscany. Right. So have fun.
So take the lightest color.
So I'm going to take the lightest color.
And put that just sweep it across. It's called Perla.
Yes, that's the one. I see it.
And you just, and by the way,
I have my handy dandy makeup mirror with a light. Yeah.
That looks like the one I have, actually. I don't know what, mine's, I think, Conair, but I can't do my makeup without having.
Should I go all the way up to the brow?
Everywhere. Just get it on it.
Just get it up there.
Yeah, I always say that's the easy part because what you're doing is...
So you're doing a base, kind of, right?
You're doing a base so that everything you put on top of it. So use a big, wide eyeshadow brush
just like you pretty wide, yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Has a nice little... I've not used any of these yet. I was saving it for you, Laura.
Oh, I'm
saving
so
it
glad.
For you. I've not used any of this.
Well, I'm made up in the whole...
Okay. So far,
today.
so good.
So, yeah. And if you were somebody who has discoloration on your lid, and it almost looks like your lids are dark, we call that tea-stained lids. Putting a neutral shadow on it is going to help.
Okay.
So whether you get the Tuscan Dream palette or this is something that it's called French Vanilla. And it has that kind of beigey look to it. And people love that, not just for their eyes, but
I have it too in the Tuscan.
Yeah,
yes.
Tuscan palette.
Yeah.
It gives a beautiful highlight to the cheekbones. I just want to make sure I'm even.
Can I use it with my finger?
Yeah. Everything is finger friendly. Yeah. it actually softens the edges of your blush. So if you put too much blush or your blush isn't smooth at the edge, you take a little French vanilla and you just touch it at the edge of your blush, and it even softens your blush a little. It looks better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks better. Maybe I put too much on. Yeah.
Eyeliner is next.
Okay.
And
that was easy. And by the way, everyone, if we were doing this without like chatting and girlfriend talk and all that, it would be a 5-minute face.
Yeah, easily. I will tell everybody who might be listening or watching, either way, that I have a little bit of a tip, a hack.
Good.
The way Barbara's mirror is next to her and the way she's sitting down, if it's possible that you could have the mirror on a tabletop and close to you. And if you need magnifying, don't fight it because it's your best friend, because it really allows you to see any mistakes you make. It's also scary to look in, but I always say if you look good in 10-time magnification, which is what I use, then you'll look good in broad daylight. And so prepping to do your makeup, for me, when you sit, you're more inclined to do it comfortably and take a little extra time than feeling rushed, like leaning over a sink in a bathroom and looking in a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So bring that mirror close to you. Also resting your elbow on a tabletop, which you can't do if you're leaning into a mirror, will steady your hands. So when you do the eyeliner portion now, you'll have more control because your hand won't shake as much.
Yeah.
So I would just recommend those little hacks. Okay. Which eyeliner color do you have with you?
It's like a charcoal color because I find black is a little too harsh for me. Even at night, I tend to go with a little more of a charcoal color.
I love charcoal. I love brown. I love deep navy.
I love navy. It's hard to find a good navy, but your navy is fantastic. Yeah. Your blues. Yeah.
We make a great one. And I should tell you that in my brand, we have 2 different sizes. We have something called Kajal, which is this one. I love it because the formula doesn't migrate. And so if you have oily eyelids or if you tend to see that your eyeliner disappears, this Kajal, it's spelled Kajal, won't move. But when you need precision, you've got to work with an eyeliner that's thinner. But there is a hack, and I'm going to do it with you, Barbara, while you do your charcoal. If you took an eyeliner brush like this, an angled brush, and you sweep it over the Kajal pencil. If you own the Kajal currently and you're wondering how to get a better line with it, you sweep it onto the formula and then use the brush. You'll be able to get a more precise line. And
I like that idea.
A better looking line. So what I didn't bring out was my mirror.
I will use that offline because I don't have the eyeliner brush handy.
No, that's fine. Just use the thinner pencil though.
Okay.
So across the top. So I like to start. Now, the way I do it, even though I'm using a brush, you can do this with your liner. Okay. So I'll start right in the middle here. And I just do small strokes. I never try to take a pencil and go like that because you're never going to get a smooth line. So I tap it across, just tap it across. And that's how I do my upper line. In fact, I'll cheat and I'll use a thin pencil like you're going to use. It's not black, it's a dark brown, because this is what I actually brought out to show everybody to use under my eye line. That's what I use underneath. But so all you're doing is you're going along your lash line. And then once you've deposited it all, then you can just smooth it out by taking the pencil. Now, it's going to get thicker as you come to the outer corner. I want it to get thicker. I want it much thinner on the inside. And then as you come up, you get a little thicker. And then I want you to lift it. Now I'm putting it on.
I'm going to start. And I noticed that you're not doing this. Like you're not pulling your lid to... Is there any reason to do that? It's almost a habit.
When you pull the lid and do it, when you let go of the lid,
then it's not going to be even.
It's not going to be even.
Okay. Oh, see, my hand was going right up. Oh, not doing that. I'm going to stop doing that.
Softly.
No, I'm going to do it this. I'm going to do it this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to start in the
just go
center.
slow and slow down your stroke. Now you may be more expert than someone else, Barbara, who can do it faster. And if you know you can, then do. But if you are somebody who would have said to me, if you came for a makeup lesson, I never wear liner across the top. It never looks even. I would share with you that you should slow down in your application of it. Like just don't rush through it.
You know what's so funny, Laura, is that I went out to dinner with a friend just 2 nights ago, and we were having dinner, and she said, "Oh, I like your makeup. It looks good. I need to learn how to do this more. I should really start to do eyeliner." Like, she wears mascara, and that's about it, but no eyeliner. She goes, "I have to figure out how to do it."
I think it's definitely more daunting than doing other things on the face, blush, foundation, putting on lipstick, because you need precision. You need to be a little neater. And when we get older, everything starts coming down. So the purpose of lifting it at the outer edge, and I'll share how to clean up the mess if you make a mess.
Oh, yeah, that's good. But
the
really
purpose of bringing it up is that you're lifting the eye from where it used to automatically be, and you're lifting it. I'm actually purposely putting it on heavy.
Yes, so that you can see. I should do that too.
I had my makeup done today. I did my makeup
Yes,
early.
and you look gorgeous.
I was on a photo shoot before Barbara and I sat down, so I couldn't come on without makeup because I literally just walked in the door. But that's good, Barbara. You made it thicker on the outside edge, thinner on the inside, and look straight in the camera. I mean, immediately it's starting to frame up your eye. That's important. So let me ask you if you want to do this. Do you want to do one whole half of the eye?
Yeah, I think we should do that. Yeah.
Let's play.
Let's do that. Yep.
So what do you do underneath your lower lash eyeliner?
I do. I do. Yes. Because I feel I need definition. Isn't that, like, what do you hear, Laura, from women in my age group? What do we really look for? I know what I look for, definition of my eyes. And, I don't want that hoodie look. Yeah. I try to avoid the hoodiness.
Well, I'll tell you, Barbara, a lot of women who have that hoodie look, it's because their skin is not taut anymore. Mm-hmm. They'll shy away from eyeliner because they think that you can't see the eyeliner base, so why bother to put it on? But those are my girls that I talk to and say, that's when you need it most, because when you do something dark at the base of your lashes, it looks like a backing to your lash and it frames your eye and gives you the definition we're talking about. So you should do it, but you don't want it to transfer. And that's the biggest fear. If you have hooded lids, it's like if the open, is it going to get stuck on the lid? And you'll see that sort of inverted U. That's why it's important to use waterproof eye pencils. Has to say waterproof. Or I don't know the other brands. I just know that this Kajal, for some reason, it's not only waterproof, but so are the thin ones. But this one really endures. It just doesn't come off easy. So that's why I always talk about it to my gals who perspire or may rub their eyes too much. Okay, so let's do underneath.
Looking better already.
What do you use under your lower lash?
Sometimes a little eyeshadow, usually just the pencil, and then I rub it.
So you can take the pencil, but don't do it yet.
Okay.
Don't do it yet. And instead of rubbing it, I'm going to give you another hack. But I want to see how you do your under eye pencil before I tell you what to do.
Okay.
No pressure, Barb.
Okay.
Sorry.
No laughing. I can't laugh while I'm doing this.
No. Okay. I won't.
No.
So you start from the outer and come in. Good.
Is that good or bad?
Perfect.
Okay. Well, I have been following you for a really long time.
So that's good. I start from the outer also, and I come in and I get really thin as I get. I don't go all the way into the inside corner.
Nor do I.
Where the first lash is. So you're doing it perfectly.
And I do it very close to my lash line.
Yes.
As close as I can.
Mm-hmm, as you should.
And really not heavy. Because, one thing too that you taught me years ago and continue to teach me is that we also want everything to kind of go up. Like we want everything up. We don't want to do anything that will kind of drag our faces down, right?
Absolutely. That's why you don't put lipstick in here, because when you do it just to the outer and you don't bring it down, even your lips look like they're smiling.
Interesting.
Do you take the liner on the bottom and meet it to the top?
I'm going to do that right now. Yes, I do.
That's
Do
very
I
good.
meet it to the, yes, that's so
Yeah.
good what you just did.
Yeah, that's important. So it's funny. A lot of women will put liner on top and then they'll bring it down to start they'll connect it coming down. I say, don't connect it from the top to the bottom, connect it from the bottom to the top. I mean, I'm doing it like I'm making it very heavy just so everybody could see. And if you make a mistake, I always say, take like a sponge if you have, and a little concealer or a little foundation and just clean here.
And just clean
And
here.
just
Yeah.
clean the edge. But already your eye looks lifted and framed.
It really does.
And that's good enough what you did, but I'll share my hack.
Okay.
So you said you would soften it with use
like the tip. Yeah. I'll use a Q-tip or I'll use the tip of the pencil of whatever I'm using.
Yeah. Do you know they sell, Barbara, makeup Q-tips? You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Those
use
are really good.
because they don't have a lot of cotton and they're pointed and one side's pointed, one side's round. They're really good for cleaning.
I'm out of those and you're right. I need to get those.
They're
I need to
really good.
replenish. Or an eyeliner brush.
Yeah.
Which I do have. I just don't have it in front of me.
Yeah. An eyeliner brush. This brush, I'll show you the size of it and the shape of it, is a very bigger. What do they say? Subject looks closer, bigger in
the closer you put it to the,
like
yeah. Uh-huh.
It's really very small. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. It could be what we talked about, what Barbara just said, is an eyeliner brush like that.
Right.
But the reason why I like this is there is no real shape because underneath I want it to look more smoky and believe it or not precise at all.
And not
I want
precise.
it to look smokier and thicker. So what I'm going to do is tell you to use this brown. Let's pick this one and dip. Well, you don't have a brush with you.
No, but I have a tip.
Okay. If even at back of an eyeliner pencil that has a rubber tip.
That's what I'm going to do. Which one did you want me to try?
Either of the browns. It doesn't even matter which one. I don't care.
I'll go with the one on the Luna.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to use.
I'm going to go with that.
And by the way, there's a full-size mirror in here for everybody to know.
It's so cool.
A nice size mirror.
Really. And the bronzer is so beautiful. So what do you want me to do with this?
What I love doing, sometimes if I'm the lazy girl guide, I'll just do powder underneath, no pencil.
Yeah.
And I'll get that look. The problem is the powder's not adhering to the wax of a pencil, so it disappears quickly. So if you need it to endure, put your pencil first, then take a brush or a makeup Q-tip you can use. And what you're doing is you're going over the line that you put on, over your pencil, and you're just softening it. And you're making it a little thicker underneath.
So only underneath, not on the top?
Not on top.
Okay.
I want precision on top.
So I put a little bit of the Luna on, everyone, onto
and
this.
And now you're going to soften your line and set it. You're double ensuring that now that line underneath is going to...
bringing it out, too, the way you did.
Out and up. Yep.
Bring it out.
I'm watching you. Yeah, that's great. You're going to find that your liner is going to last longer when you do layering a pencil and then powder. And I don't want to ever see on anybody just a line underneath.
No, that's terrible, isn't it? It's not flattering.
It's not flattering, and it looks like I think it's why women don't wear liner on the bottom, because they're worried it's going to look like that. So you should know the hack is to do a powder. And you can do a powder that matches whatever color pencil you use. So if you used a navy, you can use like a charcoal navy powder on top. But in this case, you use charcoal pencil, and I told you to use a brown powder, and that's fine.
It was great.
Fine. Yeah.
It looks great. I want to add a little bit more at the end.
Yeah. So there are people who use pencil on the inside waterline. They go in under here. All of that is good.
Yeah.
I do it sometimes inside my top. It makes your lashes look fuller, and it really frames out the eye. Wow, Barbara, your eye looks so much bigger.
It looks so much bigger.
And you didn't even get to mascara yet.
No.
Okay, it's mascara time.
Mascara time.
It's mascara time. So whatever mascara, I do curl my lashes. I do.
I have to. Mine are stick straight.
Yeah, I do.
I have 2 daughters. One of them is curly, 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 like my husband. Curls up, wakes up, curly eyelashes. The other one, stick straight.
And
They
you have
just
curly
stick
hair. I
straight.
don't understand.
I know. It's the weirdest thing. They're straight.
That's so
anyway,
funny.
as we're
Wrong
chatting,
eye,
I
wrong
will
eye,
do
wrong
this.
eye.
Oh,
Don't do that eye. I don't want you
right.
to.
I forgot. Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Do the one eye.
Right. We're only doing this eye.
Yeah, we didn't plan this, which is so great.
No, this is so much fun. And everybody, I did say in the introduction, but I'm going to say it again because I forgot to say it earlier on, is that for those of you who are just listening, we are doing our best, our very, very best to explain everything so that even if you're not watching, it's okay. You're still getting everything that we're saying. But after this, if you want to watch and see Laura and see me applying all of this makeup, just go to the YouTube channel.
Perfect.
Check it out.
Perfect.
Any tips on eyelash curler? Like I do it in several places. Oh, yeah, please do.
It's a piece of artillery. If you're not good at that, I would tell you maybe practice a little before you try to do it quickly. But here's where you should do it with your hand, your elbow on a tabletop, and then have the mirror close. Because if you're really not adept at doing it, I don't want you leaning over where your elbow might move and then you pull lashes. So
absolutely.
Rest your elbow, have a mirror close, and it does make a difference. Sometimes people will just curl lashes and not even wear mascara.
And not even, my daughters actually do that.
A lot of women do that, and I don't mind that at all.
With a very dark lip, or darker lip, kind of a lighter, so it's balanced. It's very interesting.
It's really true. And like I said, there's no real rules. It's just what you feel comfortable with and what you're willing to do that I care about. Okay. Mascara, I don't really have a rule.
Okay. Here's the mascara. So I've got Laura Geller, and this is also kajal. It's like the eyeliner. And this is the kajal that I'm using. Huh?
We call it kajal mascara.
Kajal mascara. Yep. And it's long wear. So that's what I'm using in black. I only wear black mascara. I know some people wear brown.
We just made a dark brown, and a lot of people are responding to that.
Oh, really?
So
all right.
we'll have to get you one.
Okay.
And maybe this is black on the bottom lashes and the black on the top. Something to think about, to play with.
Now, do you have any hacks or tips about applying mascara?
Well, one thing I can tell you, I didn't bring my mascara. Don't pump your mascara wand like that.
I just did that.
Oh, you did?
I just did. Not a lot. I just went like that. Yeah, a little bit, but not. Okay, don't do that. Okay.
Don't, because it puts air in and it dries out the mascara.
Thank you for that.
The other tip is if you wear mascara every day, every 3 months, you should probably 3 to 4 months change it.
Absolutely.
And then always check the tip of the mascara first to make sure there's not a wad of mascara on the edge.
Yes. I always do that, and I didn't do that just now.
Yeah, so either dip it on a tube, press it on a tissue, or go back into the tube with it. Okay. And then
I just sorry to interrupt you. What I love about this mascara, though, is look at the brush. Yeah, everyone, it's very long.
I always say
which I love because it covers a lot. It
covers a lot and quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Outer. I start out here.
Oh, you start at the top outer. Not
from under.
Okay.
And I do the outer edge. But by
outer
the way,
edge first.
Yeah. No rules again. The main thing is that it doesn't look clumpy.
And by the way, my elbow is on the table. My elbow's been on the table, like right now it is, for almost everything.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. That is
right
great.
Now. It has been. It's so great. That's how I do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
And again, if this is daytime, you don't have to go crazy. You can put
this is
one coat. The more coats you put on, the more your lashes will look fuller. They sell, little apparatuses, little tools where there are metal lash combs that separate your lashes. If you have a problem with your lashes clumping, wow, Barbara, what a difference. I mean, you don't even have eyeshadow on or eyebrow. And I have to tell you.
No, look at the difference in my eyes.
These are the things.
And I don't have a lot on.
I know.
At all.
I know. Do you wear
at
mascara on the lower typically?
Well, I didn't for a long time because of the whole approach of going up, everything up.
Right.
But then I started to a while ago, and think I kind of like it. What's your theory? Should I do it? I'll do it.
It balances you. It is hard to do. It's definitely more challenging.
I put in a tiny bit. It's almost non-existent.
It's almost like you're just coating to get a little color deposit on the lash. And I don't care if you try to make them show other than that.
Right.
And by the way, if you make a mistake,
look
and you
how little I put in. It's hardly any, but it just helps define. And I have to tell you, Laura and everyone, the thing I love most about this, well, a lot of things about this mascara, but I mentioned that my lashes are stick straight.
Yeah.
Stick straight. So if you curl them, which I do, and you saw me do it, then, eventually they'll start to go straight again because that's what they want to do.
Exactly right.
This keeps them curled up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it does.
Thank you.
This keeps my lashes curled. Look.
Yeah. I have to say,
I'm going to go in a little closer.
I've created a lot of mascaras. This in the almost 30 years. This is, I can say, the best mascara we've ever created, made in Italy. It's amazing.
Oh, it is. Because I've been using your mascaras for a long time. This is a fabulous mascara, and at last it doesn't flake. You know how mascara can flake off during the course of the day, at the end of the day, and maybe you're going out for dinner. And you're like, oh my God, look at I've got you got to bring out those makeup Q-tips.
Start over.
Yep.
No, you don't have to with this one. So, to prove that it could have been a 5-minute eye, we're doing a lot of talking.
But we're having fun.
But we're having fun, and makeup is fun, no matter how old we are. Look at that bar and look straight into the camera. Don't look down.
Yep.
Yeah. Come close and look straight in. Look up. Yeah, there you go. Whoa. Your eyes look greener. Are they green? Are your eyes green?
I have blue. They're kind of like an ocean, like a dark blue.
So
they're like a dark blue.
Wow. I didn't notice that. I must admit. I think that adding the color around them really brought out the color of your eyes.
Yep. I'm telling you, this was exactly, and this is a daytime. This is not heavy.
No.
At all. It's exactly what I was looking for. Look at the difference.
Yeah. Let's do eyebrow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to tell you, like everyone else, I'm sure, Laura, listening in, my eyelashes have become a little more sparse. My eyebrows have definitely gotten more sparse. In fact, I do use like a little gel that I got somewhere. I don't even remember the name of it, to kind of try to keep them from being less sparse. And it seems to be working.
You mean a clear gel or a tinted gel?
Like a clear gel at night. It's a treatment.
Oh.
Yeah. For kind of growing it back as well as maintaining what you have. And so I do use that. And I do think it has helped. But so they've always been sparse. Like you can see, I don't have like thick eyebrows or.
Did you ever?
No.
Oh.
Not really.
Okay. It's so interesting. I always feel like if you have curly hair.
Yeah.
You have a lot of brow. You have a lot of lash. Okay.
Not this curly girl.
You know what? Your brows, actually, you could see that they're sculpted well. I can see that.
Yeah, I have my mother's. I mean, she had the best eyebrows. They were perfectly arched. And mine are pretty. I'm not saying they're perfectly arched, but they're arched. I don't have any complaints about my brows, except they're a little light.
Yeah.
They need a little bit of help. Yeah. Maybe just a little.
It's important because the brows, people say brows frame the face. They don't. Brows frame your eyes. So when I used to do makeup at the salon at my studio, I would purposely leave off the brow till the very end because I knew that my clients were looking in the mirror and they were liking how they were looking. But until I put that brow on, I always say it's like icing a messy cake. You might have a messy cake, but once you ice it, it starts to come into form. It finishes everything off. And I know people stay away from it because they have bangs or they feel like they don't have a good brow, so they don't bother at all. It makes such a difference when you do it.
It really does. Now, I think that, and again, I'm a convert, but a recent convert, like 2 years. But it's possible I could say, I'm going to just run out now as is. And I think that this would be fine. But if I want to have a little more polish for my day, then we're going to go for this. And by the way, This is
Sculpt and-
amazing.
Yeah, it's called Sculpt and Stay. It's different than this one.
Sculpt and Stay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's different than the one you have,
this
right?
is Bravo Brow. This is a pencil that's powder. It's actually powder, that tip. So when you use it, it doesn't look like a harsh, greasy pencil. But Sculpt and Stay is also more of a waxy pencil, so you don't get that greasy look from it, which is why I think you like it.
Right. I am going to get that too. I'm going to try it out. And by the way, everyone, in case you're wondering what my shade
Blonde.
is, it's blonde.
Yeah.
I mean, they have many other shades. So,
of course, my brow's done, but I want to just start off by saying the tip. Okay. We all lose a lot of hair in the front of our brow and the tail. A dermatologist once said I was somewhere, I don't remember if he was speaking or what the format was, but that we lose it here because of how we sleep and it inhibits hair growth over time. So the tail is always sort of what's first to go.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true, especially of this eye, the one we're doing. My left eyebrow, I have a longer tail on
your
my
right side
than I do on my left. That's so interesting.
What they said. Do I know? I can't back it up, but I always remember that.
It's a good theory.
So it is a good theory. So I'm using taupe, but I could also use medium brown. I could use medium brown, but I'm using taupe. It's a little softer. And I start at the front and I just do little baby strokes, just, like little baby strokes. And then, so I started to say, you should always start, your brow should start straight up from the side of the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And you would use, obviously, a pencil. And if you need to, you can even make a mark with the pencil. And then you can wipe it off after if you want it, like the way I just made a mark to show you where to go. But then on the outer, I always say it's straight out from the side of the nose. So straight out that way. And you can make a mark there to remind yourself what to do. But these are easy to wipe off after, so don't worry. But if you need
between this one and my light goes out every once in a while.
Yeah, mine does too.
Between this one, Sculpt and Stay, that I'm using, and the one you're using, do you think one is better than the other for like a more natural daytime look, or does it not matter? Like, would you recommend?
That doesn't matter. No, they're both very natural looking. And it's really, the Sculpt and Stay has the gel on the other side, I think.
Yes, it does, to keep it all stay. I love it.
It sort of, for lack of a better word, it sort of shellacks the color and the brow so that there's no chance it's going to come off your color. If you perspire, live in a warm climate, perhaps, what a difference. Just following the shape of your eye. It's really it's night and day. But don't come down when you're coming here. Like, don't do this.
Don't do what? Don't do
this. Look, Barb. That's called McDonald's arches.
Yeah. Who does that? Who would do that?
It's natural. A lot of people make that mistake. Again, you want the eye to come up. So you want to take that pencil out, and it forces you to go against the grain. Because truth be told, our brows naturally went down here. And a lot of women keep it because they don't want to lose their hairs. So when they pluck, or if they have it done professionally, they'll say, don't get rid of those. They belong to my brow.
Yeah.
They don't belong there. And so take them out. They don't belong there. And it's just not groomed looking. So you don't want to go down. You want to go out. I'm doing this for purposes of demonstration, showing how you go straight out. But I don't even go that far out when I do it. But it frames your whole eye. It's really important. And I would say that if you have full brows, lucky you, if you can, in the city you live, go to a professional to have them groom them originally or one time, and then follow that shape going forward. If you can afford to do it, if you have someone good that has a good reputation at a makeup store, it's always good to have a professional groom them. I used to do at my shop. I was a great brow waxer. I was so good at it. But let me see, Barbara. Let me see your brow. Wow, what a difference. I mean,
Do you think, how does someone know what is the right shade? Like I'm using blonde. I also have the taupe, which I didn't bring over here with me.
how do you know? I would say that if you're blonde, I mean, every brand does it differently, but I would say if you're blonde, you should pick blonde. If you are light brown, you should pick light brown. And then medium brown. I mean, it really follows the natural color of your hair. So if you're dyeing your hair blonde, but you are really a medium brown,
Yep.
I would say you should use medium brown. And, sometimes you need more than one color because I'll often say in the front of my brow, I'll use taupe and then I'll change to a medium brow as I come out so that it looks more natural. So don't think that if blonde looks too light when you are doing the whole brow, you may want to use blonde and taupe.
Mm-hmm.
And also taupe, if you don't know where to go, is a safe bet. Like Barbara could wear taupe. You could wear taupe.
Yeah, I could wear taupe.
So if you don't know where to go, taupe is it picks up the color. Even if you're auburn hair, taupe is where you should go.
So right now I do have on the blonde. What say you?
Yeah, I say it's amazing. It looks so good.
It looks exactly like this one, but better.
Yeah,
that's the point. Better. You can see it more defined.
Is more defined, and I see you filled in that front of the brow.
Exactly.
Which to me is where I like it to look thicker. So the front of the brow, we start to lose hair and you start to see your skin through there. And you know where the hairs go, right, Barb? I told you this once, right? The loss of hair. You know where it goes, right? You know where I'm going with this. I set you up. Go here. So you have to
Yep.
put that out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They migrate right down to the chin.
They migrate. Exactly right.
If you ever wondered why you got those little whiskers down here, it came from your brow.
They just moved. That's all.
They moved.
They're still with you, but they moved.
They moved. I'm going to tell you, we didn't even do eyeshadow on you.
No, I do want to ask you. Okay, all right. So here we are. I think it's quite fabulous. I mean,
it is.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why those 3Es are so important.
Yeah. Let me go a little closer.
Yeah. And look straight in. Yeah. There you go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, of course, if I were making you up, I wouldn't let you out of the house if I was doing a film. If you were paying me to do your makeup, I would be doing your eyeshadows too.
Okay. So what happens if I go to work or I go and spend the day doing blah, 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 and my day is done and I'm going for dinner? Friend calls it, let's go have dinner. And I want to maybe refresh, sure, but maybe add a little bit more. What do we do? Can we add some shadow? Or what do we do?
Let's say you want to do a lot, but you want to take it just a little bit, one step up.
Yeah.
I love an angled brush. So an angled brush is important. But if you have a rounded brush, wait, where's the camera? I want to make sure I show you the difference between the two brushes. So this one's
angled. Mm-hmm.
And one's angled.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do the outer corner into the crease, you don't want to use the size of the brush that you just showed when you did the all over. That's too big.
Got it.
You need a sculpting brush, and they're usually called, let's see, ours are called, we sell great brushes, and they're synthetic, they're cruelty-free. Blending crease brush, it's actually called
that's actually perfect, a blending crease brush. Mm-hmm.
And this one's called angled crease brush. This one is angled crease.
I like angled.
Yeah, I like
that's why I like your angled kabuki brush. Too. I like angled.
I like the angle too, but I can work with both. So I will tell you that you should dip in to either one of these. You could even mix them.
Right. Like the Luna. Luna's the one I added to my eyeliner. Mm-hmm.
And this is going to take your eyes to the next level and lift your eyes. Mm-hmm. What we're doing is the outer corner and crease.
I don't have an angled brush with me, so I'm going to just try my best. I'm going to use this other one.
Okay, because we didn't plan on showing this part of it. We were just doing the 3Es.
Exactly. But I thought, let me try. So I'm going to add a little Luna.
Yeah.
I'm going to just this.
You can be careful. Yeah, listen.
I'll be careful.
But there is a reason why
my eyes look so great.
They look so great.
And the lashes are still up, everybody.
And the lashes are still up. So what you're doing is you're working in. And if you come
Working
too far
in.
out, you can always clean with concealer here. But where the liner met, you're going down to sort of thicken it. And then you're working in and don't press the brush and then bring it in. Now, it's not just in the crease. It's on the actual fuller part of the skin above the crease and the crease.
Above this, yes,
Yeah.
I know exactly.
So you're lifting it.
So that remember that's like a thing to always think about. Lift up. Up should be your.
Yeah. That's why I say at the end, Barb, if you this is the French vanilla from the kit from the Tuscan Dreams. But if you take your French vanilla and just go like this, even if you weren't good at putting your eyeshadow on, it lifts it. It just brings it up. But automatically, what a difference.
Yeah. I just added in a little bit, not with the right brush.
Yeah. I think, in my personal opinion, the eye looks better with this done.
With this done.
You could go out the other way.
Me too.
It's totally fine.
I agree with you.
But I think this looks more finished looking.
I need I mean, maybe not everybody, but I think that I do need that little extra even for day.
It makes a difference.
I think even for day. Yep.
It pulls everything together.
Yeah, look at the difference.
Yeah, it looks more like diffused.
Mm-hmm.
And so then
it's beautiful and beautiful colors too. They're not intense. They're just beautiful. And everything looks up, like everything's being lifted.
That's right.
For those of you just listening, it is a little darker, the Luna, and you could use really any brown, but I'm using the Luna from Laura Geller's Tuscan Dreams.
Mine. I used the Luna and the Gusto. So
the two together.
Mix.
And then, of course, it would be best if I had a better brush for this. This one was pretty fluffy and wide.
And you did a good job considering.
Yeah, because I did it very carefully, but I think it really made a difference in defining my eye and really lifting my eyes.
Yeah, it's sort of lifted and it pulls. We know the strategy. It's called an art. For those artists will appreciate this. Chiaroscuro. And that means light and dark, the combination of light and dark.
Mm-hmm.
And so light brings forward, dark detracts. So when you use that dark on the outer into the crease, it actually is pulling back that fatty part of the lid and making the eye look like it's more open. And that's why I always say to just do the outer and the crease and the skin above the crease too. And then my final trick for people that are the lazy girl guide to makeup in a rush, don't want to do 3 eyeshadows like we used to do. Gosh knows, I did those makeup lessons where I taught you how to do 5 million eyeshadows. Now I take, and this is messy and it's my brush. I take the blush, any blush.
Any blush, yeah.
Any blush, dip it in.
Yeah.
After you put it on your cheeks, which I always say is like an inverted V when you do your cheeks, whatever's left on your blush brush, you just swipe across your lid. And it solves all the issues of maybe not doing a good blending job with your eye makeup application or that outer corner crease.
So let's do it. I have this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use the one should I use my pink buttercream or should I use this one?
Okay. Yes. And don't dip in. You're not applying color. Yes, color will get deposited. You're just using it to soften. So what's left on your brush after you've applied your brush.
All right. So in other words, I am taking a little bit now, but not too much, right?
But tap off the excess. Those are very pigmented. So I don't want you to.
Very.
And you don't need to add more blush because you already have it on.
Okay.
So I wouldn't ask you to put more blush on.
Got it.
But I just want you to, like a windshield wiper movement, just go back and forth. You don't even need to add blush because you had plenty of blush on.
I did.
Yeah, just your eyelids. Eyelids. Eyelid, eyelid, eyelid. That's all I want you to do. It also softens any lines that you put on your eye.
It just blended the...
Yes.
Everything
and it made
that was
you look
on there
harmonious with your cheek color. So it didn't look like a block of color here and a block of color on your eyelid.
Great tip.
Yeah. Because the blush on you that you had on was still on. So you didn't even need to add more. But the point is, it's still great looking. It's fine.
Yep.
If you ever put too much blush, you could take Balance and Brighten with the kabuki brush over it.
I've done that. I have had to do that sometimes where I've just overdid the blush and Balance and Brighten.
Yeah. I'm glad we did one half of your face because
Me too. I think that's great.
I think it really shows that you can do this and it's not being an expert or pro artist.
Not at all.
Anybody can achieve this. Some of the tricks are just sitting down when you do it with an up close mirror that's magnifying, resting your elbow.
Resting your elbow, as I'm doing literally right now. It really makes such a difference when you're doing like these fine lines and to have that steadiness.
Yeah. You'll find it so much more comfortable to apply your makeup doing that.
Yeah. Laura, before I let you go, what are the top selling products from Laura Geller? I'm assuming it's Balance and Brighten.
Balance and Brighten, I think, is our number one foundation. We make Balance and Glow too. Balance and Glow has little bit of luminosity. If you feel like you want your skin to sort of have a little bit of radiance to it, pick the same colors. Spackle, our Spackle franchise is huge. The Kajal pencil, big for us.
Really big.
And the Kajal mascara. And now it's in brown, so you don't have to wear black. Yeah, those are our top selling. And Blush and Brighten. I mean, I could go on, but
yeah, but those are the top
franchises are the big ones.
Yep, and that's pretty much all of those things I have on right now.
I mean, I would
really great. Look at the difference.
I looked at you on the street. If I was walking by you and I didn't know who you were, I would never say, "Oh my gosh, that woman is too made up." I wouldn't even notice your makeup. I just think you look polished, and that's the idea.
Thank you so much for that, Laura. Before I really let you go, what are your top 3 takeaways that you really want to make sure everybody remembered from this great conversation today and tutorial?
Thank you. The top 3 takeaways are: meet your makeup at the skin needs you have. So for an example, if you're very dry, maybe step away from using powder blush and use something that's creamier and dewier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're very dry, maybe don't use powders on your face. Maybe go to a cream foundation. We have something called Better Than Block, which has SPF 50 in it. And it's just dewier. So think about meeting the needs of your skin with the makeup. And then the final one is when you're applying makeup, like I said at the top of this show today, is always think about it as a sculpting opportunity. Don't just put it on like a lot of women just go like that. And think about like, where's my cheekbone? Let me take a minute, slow down and don't, and it doesn't belong in the center of the forehead or the tip of the nose or the chin. So I think that's habit that we all do that, but putting blush on to sculpt out your cheeks, there's a strategy there. Just do it on the cheekbones.
Thank you so much. I mean, really, I can't believe the difference. And it's a subtle difference, but a difference nevertheless.
Yeah, you look terrific, Barbara. You're a beautiful woman. I'm just going to say it. I say it to you all the time. You don't need a lot, but a little bit helps.
A little bit helps. Now, when we stop this conversation, I'm going to do the other eye as well.
I don't need Howard to think like I did a bad makeup demonstration for you. Like he'd be like, did she tell you to do that? No.
I know. That's so funny. So I'm looking forward to that. But Laura, thank you again. I know you'll be back. And everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want to see Laura Geller and me talk about this and have me apply and even see Laura apply some makeup too, please just hop over to my YouTube channel, Barbara Hannah Grufferman, playlist Age Better. Talk to you next week.
And LauraGeller.com. Just saying.
It'll be in all the show notes. Find Laura, LauraGeller.com.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode of Age Better Podcast, please do a few things. First, share it with all your friends and family. Then subscribe to Age Better wherever you listen to podcasts, including YouTube, so you never miss a single episode. Finally, if you have ideas for topics you want me to cover in a future episode of Age Better, send an email to agebetterpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to me on social media. Until next time, remember this: we can't control getting older, but we can control how we do it. Talk to you soon. Age Better Podcast is a proud member of the Sound Advice Network. Sound Advice, women's voices amplified.